the sun came back to shine on my face. Am I making myself clear enough? You're the sun that stars in my sail. Don't you know I love you, girl? Don't you know I'm ready? I'm ready. I'm ready for you, baby girl. Baby girl, don't you know I love you, girl? Don't you know I'm ready? I'm ready. I'm ready for you, baby girl. Can the candles burn this dinner? Why romantic and burn these memories away? From the start I should've run away, but my vanity was stronger. Ooh, all of this is for me, homie. 'Cause the sun came back to shine on my face. I'm not making myself clear enough. You're the sun and star in my sea. I love you, girl. Don't you know I'm ready? I'm ready. I'm ready for you, baby. Don't you know I love you, girl? Don't you know I'm ready? I'm ready. I'm ready for you, baby I'm making myself baby girl. Don't you know I love you, girl? Don't you know I'm ready? I'm ready for you, baby girl. Don't you know I'm ready? I'm ready. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Am I making myself clean enough? Am I making myself clear enough, baby? Am I making myself clean enough? Am I making myself clear enough? Girl, you save me. You're my savior. You are my savior. My savior. You are my savior. My savior.
Mic check. Welcome to Club Shada, episode 241. 9 episode from episode 250. I hope everybody's feeling good. I hope everybody is in the best spirit ever. This show is brought to you by shadaware.com, the gods of good fortune. I want to acknowledge, let me check something, because I'd like to know how many subscribers to this channel we have. That's something that is interesting. Oh my God, we have 199,835. So it means another 65 subscribers and we officially have 200,000 subscribers. Wow. That's crazy. Wow. And it just start going higher and higher and higher. So that's beautiful. I guess the next episode of Sunday is going to be the celebration 200K live stream. So I'll probably do a show where I think about, the first videos, etc., learning YouTube, discovering YouTube, paying my rent for the first time with YouTube, etc., etc. So shout out to all the new subscribers: Marco, Ale, Tuilika, Prince Wakiata, Miriam, Anna, Franklin, etc., etc., etc. You know who you are. I want to acknowledge the stream royalty for the month of September. It was this month Mike Phoenix with a donation of $20 in total. So thank you so much, Mike, and also all the subscribers who donate to this show using the super chat function. It feels like they changed the icon. Let me go on YouTube. Let me watch the live. Let me see. Yeah, they changed the icon. It's not the same as before here. So you want to donate? It's very simple. You see? Yeah, these are your comments. You click here. See? Here. Boom. And you say, "Oh, I want to do a super chat." And then they will ask you, "Yeah, how much you want to give?" And you say, I want to give the maximum. I want to give 499. That's how you do, right? You say, "I want to give 499, and then you say, "Click send," and you pay. Yeah, they changed the icon. Interesting. So everybody, it is here in Lisbon, Portugal. It is midnight and 50 minutes. So make sure you tell me what time it is. You put the flag of the country where you're watching from or the country you represent, and you tell me what time it is in that country, so we know what time frame we are. Woo! First of all, I want to say hi to La Milliardaire. What's up, mama? I hope you're doing good. Sabrina, how are you? Sabrina is the new girl. She's here. She's energetic. She loves the music. I love that. Blessings, Sabrina. Master Electronic, l'homme le plus mignon de toute la Suède. Bisous. Thank you so much, Ngeline. Merci beaucoup. C'est ça. Quand tu regardes le replay, n'oublie pas de mettre ton commentaire. C'est très important. Oh, the return of Julie Badi. So, as I can see now, you put your face and stuff. Somebody is happy with the result of her facial surgery. Hey. Paris 150. Yeah, it's late in Paris. I think when I get my new apartment and I got my own office, and I don't have to wait for my daughter to be sleeping to be live, I'll probably I'll try, because sometimes the night people you might have to find new people, but maybe I'll try taking the show 2 hours earlier. I'll see if it works, because maybe the people in Canada is gonna they will be at work, so I'll see. Maybe I will do the Wednesday show earlier and the Sunday at the same time. We'll see. Listen, because if I remember well, the first episode of Club Shada was shot at 4 p.m. and then after that I did every episode at 2 p.m. but it was during the pandemic, so everybody was at home anyway, but it was always noisy in the house, so it stressed me out. I like this time frame. Excuse my allergies, you know. The weather here in Portugal has been changing drastically, so we had like 1 week, so weather starting to go down slowly, but it's still very nice. So we had like we were at like 25 degrees high temperatures, and then all of a sudden we went to 36. So it was super hot for 2-3 days, and then it dropped in one day to 20 degrees. So my body reacts very bad to that. It's like my body goes in full allergies when this happens. And it's not even allergies. I think my body just reacts bad. So I'm having my nose that is always irritated. So I wake up in the middle of the night sneezing, and so I take my allergy pills. The problem is when I take them, they make me sleepy a little bit. So sometimes I don't want to spend the whole day in bed watching TV. So sometimes what I do my training, I work, I do what I have to do. Then I take one pill in the afternoon and maybe one before doing Club Shada, so that I know that by the time the effect really like hits me, and they're supposed to be pills that don't have too much side effects, so I'm not supposed to feel sleepy, but I'm still feeling sleepy. And I'm on my I started my my diet. I already lost 6 kilos. I'm doing my intermittent fasting again, so I only eat between a 4-hour windows. The rest of the time only drink water, and in these 4-hour window I try to eat 800 to 1,000 and something calories. And some days, like yesterday, like today for example, I get myself a good hamburger, but then the next day I cool it down, eat a salad, and I'm just having one day of good eating the rest of the days. And one day I walk 5 kilometers, the other day I'm in the gym, and I try after the gym to walk maybe 3-4 kilometers again, and then the next day I walk again. And I walk on an empty stomach, and I stay empty stomach until I eat maybe sometimes at 6 p.m. And then after that I try to have something light by 8 to 10 p.m. and then it's just water until the next day. Sometimes I'm beginning, so sometimes, and I'm not using my app. Usually I use an app to track, but so this time I'm just doing it without stress. So sometimes if I really feel like I want a snack at night, I just take a snack. I try to eat something too heavy, and yeah, listen, seeing nice results when I use the same balance at the gym. So every day I can see results. So I want to lose maybe another 10 kilos, and then after that I'll see about going to Turkey and taking out the stubborn fat. But so maybe this is also a reason why I might get tired, but I think it's more the allergies, because when you wake up in the middle of the night with a running nose or sneezing, and I really feel like it's hard because the only place where I feel like I breathe okay is on my veranda, on my bed, or when I sleep on the sofa. Same effect. There's gonna be a moment where something in the air is just. And listen, my maid has been removing all the dust from the house, everything. Nothing helps me. So it's just the weather. So I went to the pharmacy and I explained to them, and they were like, yeah, that's the weather. So I just take my Telfast. So I have something that is more powerful, which is called Zyrtec. I have it in syrup and pills, but this is what I used to take when I was a kid. And if I take those ones, then I'm like just sleepy, drowsy, like the whole day. It just makes you sleep. So they say don't take it if you're gonna drive, etc. So listen, I can't function, I can't work. Good thing with this, after the show, I'm gonna maybe watch TV for an hour, then go to sleep. And I wake up early because the whole family wakes up with my daughter when she goes to school. So my wife goes to work when she has clients, and me, that's when I go do my gym, or in the morning I check my emails at work, etc. And I'm good because I open all the windows, trying to fresh air. Like the only air that I can breathe is the fresh air from outside. It's so strange. Inside the house, I don't know what it is. I don't know. When my body is like this, perfume makes me irritate. Everything is, I don't know. So, it is what it is. It's not like it's something new. I was born like this. So, seasonal allergies, a nightmare. Je vérifierai. Une horreur. Yeah, that's true. Hey, everybody that's watching, put the likes, because there's a lot of people watching that didn't put like. C'est pas normal. Hey, Nadinia, what up? How are you? You're gonna start blocking people, because how come there's 3 likes with all the people watching? Yo, ça va pas du tout. That's crazy. Click the like button. The fuck? Oh my god. I forgot to tweet that I was live. Let me tweet. Didn't post on Facebook, but I don't understand. Like, so you see, there's a lot of haters watching. Listen, if you are watching, put a rainbow in the chat. If you are watching and you put your like and you liked the video, put a rainbow in the chat. So I just want to count how many people are watching and how many haters are just watching and not saying nothing. Put your like and your rainbow. I just want to know who doesn't want to help us with the algorithm. Emery, what up? Emery, did you put your like? Emery representing 750 in Canada, representing Togo. Yeah. I like this shirt in the profile picture. Somebody just put a like. Sono Mr. Salada, remember you preparing the salad with Ali Angel in Paris house composing the album of Looney Johnson. Yep, it's important. Take care of your body. Only 6 likes. 8. There's 10 people. There's 10 haters. Oh, Looney Johnson. What up, my brother? How are you? Congrats on the new video. Listen, you make me think I have to do videos. I did no videos for my new album. It's crazy. How you been? When do you come and be my guest and we talk about your upcoming album on the show? Okay. Sandro. There's 9 likes now. There's still 11 haters. Listen, it's a nightmare, bro. It's a nightmare. Julie is happy with her new face. Julie went into... Let me call Looney and say hi. Let me see. Where are you at, Looney? Are you in... You were supposed to be in Paris. I wanted to go with you, actually. I'm just going to call Looney and say hi because... Let's call Looney Johnson.
O número para o qual ligou está ocupado ou não pode atender. Agora...
Oh my God, he blocked me. Let me call him on WhatsApp. Malcolm Beats. Looney, what the hell? Why you? Why? Let me try again. Let me see. Damn. The fuck? Well, I guess Looney doesn't want to talk to me. All right. Well, Looney, if you see this message, call me back from wherever you are. Of course you blocked me. I've been trying to call you. Listen, let me try again. Let me try again. Let me try again. Damn. Bro. That guy blocked me. Oh my God. Oh, now I'm gonna have a content ID because of this. Answer the phone then. Oh, I'm in bed. I don't care that you're in bed. Oh, come on, it was just to say hi. Okay. Looney doesn't want to talk to me. Damn, sorry. YouTube is talking at the same time. Okay, he's putting his son to bed. So he's just watching with his headphones. You could just say, talk like, hey, okay. But I understand. Listen, the kid have school tomorrow, so I get it. So good. Anyway, guys, you should go to YouTube and check Looney's new video. It's amazing. Where is this? Ooh, the song, the video. Let me put the link. You guys have to go and check out this video from Looney. I'm putting the link here. Yeah, listen, he doesn't want to talk to me, but it's okay. I still love him. Brand new video from Looney, amazing. Did I put my comment already? I didn't put my comment. I watched it on the TV while I was in bed, so I didn't put a comment. Another banger, my brother. We have to go dinner, bro. Nice. It's a nice song. Nice song. Go check it out. The model, everything is great. Who did that video this time? No, that's the other one. Will Soldiers or let me see. Joel Almeida. Yo, long time I didn't do a video with Joel as well. Oh, and it's a super wide too. Very cool, very cool. Congrats on the new video, Looney. Everybody from Shada Gang, go just leave a message that says Shada Gang, so he knows that you've been here and you've seen the video. And can't wait. Listen, we need to do a special Looney Johnson Club Shada when we're gonna talk about everything. The career, starting as a DJ, production, Sushi Raw, and then being a self-made, an independent artist. Because I have a lot of artists, and actually it's going to be the subject of today, and we're going to talk about and it's not just about music business, because this works for every business, but when I talk about Looney to people, I give the example of a lot of artists that I worked with that sadly didn't learn all the lessons, and Looney is one of the artists who learned a lot of the lessons that he learned working with me, which is something I always told him is, one day you have to be able to be independent, have your own studio, have your own record company, and be able to take care of yourself. And this is exactly what I did, and this is why I'm proud of him. When there's a lot of artists, they love the idea that you are gonna be there helping them forever. And listen, the market is the market. Sometimes it makes no sense to put your money on somebody else, on somebody anymore, and because it continues to be a business, sometimes you have to take everything you learn and apply for yourself. And so I would love to have a Club Shot episode with you, Looney. That would be cool. Don't be sorry, we're laughing, it's okay, it's so good. Listen, yesterday I recorded a song from a beat by Malcolm. Yo, you guys, oh my god, Shay, you're not ready. You guys are not ready. It's gonna come out November 4th. What a track. Yeah, brand new album coming. Lembra da tua música porque você me pediu pai, ou meu pai. Condolences, Sandro. I saw your DM. I didn't reply. I saw your DM on Twitter. That was not a photo of your face. That was a photo of your... Anyway. But yeah, I see. I like the new result. You know what you should send me? You should send me a before, after, so I can see the difference of how it was before, like everything you changed. I would love to see that. Because I remember, I have some old photos, but that would be great to see a before after, to see everything that has been done. But yeah, you look great. I hope it's at your liking. I know that surgery takes a long time, especially on the face. It's gonna take another 2-3 months to become exactly what you wanted. But yeah, it's looking great. Thanks, Gillian. Ay, October. Nice. We ready. The best mentor ever. Thanks for the like. Oh, listen, a mentor is only good if he has good students. So, because I had other students and not everybody ended up good. So listen, it's a pleasure to have you as a friend and as somebody that, listen, we like your first album is amazing. Like the whole thing, like how we met, etc. those are the things, when you are somebody who produce music and start working with other people. It's great to see them having a flourishing career when they become independent and they now become their own boss. I believe that it's my pride when I see those that I help launch their careers continue to succeed, because in a way it's also the success of my teachings. Those who didn't listen or who are nowhere today, or you're like, what happened? But not everybody listens, so it is what it is. Like Malcolm beats twin brother, Anyway. Poucos seguem os conselhos, mas é o melhor mentor. Ei, obrigado. What about listen. There's 10 haters watching us. Hi, the haters. Because when it was 20 people, there's 10 people that they still didn't put the likes. So it means we have haters watching. We have people, they come here, they take the information, but they don't pay with just a like. Or maybe they just come here to look, to be like, what's going on here? Why is this guy here? Like, why is this guy not in the dark? Why is he still happy? He's supposed to be not successful anymore. What's going on? It is what it is. Hi, haters. Listen, be careful, because karma is on my side. Be careful. Q, I'm a little bit disappointed about the nose, but it's better than before. I just want to love myself, and I start to love myself now. Beautiful. I mean, your nose it's looking great. It's a little pointy, but I don't know what you wanted exactly. So, but to me, you look great. Let me look at the photos you sent me. I can't listen. Sometimes these girls sends me photo like. One day my wife's gonna be like, what's going on with these photos? I'm gonna be like, that's Julie. Okay, that's not a photo of your face, Julie. But that black dress is nice. And what, you have Justin Bieber on your table? Yo, what's the obsession with Justin Bieber? Okay, so I see what you mean about the nose. I don't know how it was before. So like, you see that last photo you sent me? Send me if you have the same photo without effect with how it was before, so I can see how it did change. But I'm surprised at how fast you recovered already. You're not supposed to be full of stitches and stuff, but no, you look great. You look great. Oh, I forgot to reply, but yeah, I saw the photo. Probably something happened in between. All right, listen. Shada gang, haters. Well, listen. Okay, I have something I want to talk to you about. I want to talk to you about tonight. I want to talk to you about I'm gonna talk to you about the lies you believe. And in a way, the lie you believe in the power of sacrifice. when I started my career, I believed the same lies as everybody, because it's interesting how in this world, the world of the music business, everybody lies to you. Nobody's telling you the truth about this business, because everybody is not trying to make you spooked and scared of the business. Everybody is actually trying to make you believe that you're going to be amazing, you're going to be the number one, you're going to make a ton of money, it's going to be amazing, you the one, you the best. There's a lot of people that are going to be giving you all these compliments, but nobody's telling you the truth about the entertainment business in general. And you don't realize that you are entering a space where not only you have to be vigilant always, because it's full of crooks, it's full of fake friends, it's full of people who will lie to you about the friendship they pretend they have for you, as long as you make them money. And a lot of people that will lie to you about what you need to do in this business to survive on the long term, because they just want to profit from you in the short term. And when I got into the Zouk Kizomba Afro business, and even before, when I signed to Sony Music Publishing and Sony Records via Globe Music, I thought, this is it. I signed. Man, it's gonna be amazing. I'm so happy. But actually, this is the beginning. That's the beginning of realizing that everything you're doing in the beginning is a sacrifice. You're sacrificing so much for this business. You don't see your kids, because you travel all the time, or you're in the studio all the time. You lose girlfriends because you're always working, you're always making music, and it's not every woman or boyfriend or man that can understand that they come number two in your life. A lot of people, they don't know how to handle that. They want to be the number one in your life, and they realize that music, your passion, your and it could be other things, is the number one. And with all these sacrifices you do, you believe it's going to take you somewhere, because everybody is telling you that it's going to take you somewhere. But a lot of people don't tell you. What up, my brother Damu? A lot of people don't tell you that to survive in this music business, you have to understand a few fundamental things. One of them is the importance of understanding how you're gonna retire. You know, if you are 16, 18, 20, 22, you never realize that one day you're going to be blessed and be 50. You see the people that are 50, you see your dad, your mom, you see mentors or the people who sign you to the record labels. They're in their 50s. And to you, it's old people. And you're like, it's like if you will never get there. You feel like, yeah, I'm 20. I'll be 50 in 30 years. Like, it's like an eternity. And then one day you're 50. And that's when you realize that the choices that you took when you were 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, up to 30 in the music business, at 50, that's when you will realize if you took the right choices or if you didn't. And 99% of the artists don't make the right choices when they are at the prime. At their prime, your prime is when you have the energy to not sleep at night, you have the drive to create like crazy, to record all these songs, to do all that stuff, to go perform here and there, take the plane, the train, the car, etc., etc. And you are actually not realizing that what you are doing right now is, it's going to be when you are 50 that they're going to make sense or not. And the problem is, most people you meet in the industry, they talk to you as if you're going to be 20 forever. You're amazing. You're the next Michael Jackson. You're the next Justin Bieber. You're the next Mariah Carey. You're the next Beyonce. You're the next Kanye. You're so amazing. Oh my God, we've never seen somebody like you. Blah, 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 blah. And nobody's telling you one day you're going to be 50. And when you are 50, what you're doing today is going to change everything. And all you see when you have your first hit, you have your first song that bangs, right? Everybody's smiling. Everybody's telling you that you're amazing. Everybody's telling you you have to do another one. The fans are telling you they love you. They're telling you, oh my God, you're the best artist I ever met. Oh my God, I'm your fan number 0. I'm your biggest fan. Oh my God, I never loved somebody like I love you. Oh my God, love your song so much. I will always support you. Even the fans are lying to you. This girl that is telling you when she's 16, 17, 18, that your music is everything to her, and she will always be your number one fan, and etc. She's lying, but she doesn't know. One day, the most important thing to her will be her kids, her husband, her job. She will be interested in her own path. And your music, she will be like, oh my God, I remember when I was 16, high school, first boyfriend. Oh my God, your music meant everything. Like, that was the soundtrack of my life. But when she's 40, she has other things to do because her baby is 20 now. And her baby is not going to be your fan. Her baby is going to be the fan of somebody who's 20 as well. And you're going to go from superstar or star or somebody who has a hit to somebody who's a legend, somebody who has the respect. But fame turns into respect. Fame turns into success, turns into respect. And all this is normal. And I've been lucky that my mentor, one of my mentors, I don't remember if it was Jean-Claude who told me that or if it was Dominique, but one day they sat me down. I think both of them told me that in different ways. Dominique was the CEO of Warner Music France, and Jean-Claude was the CEO of a radio in South America, in Cayenne. called RFO, Radio France Outre-mer. And one day, one of those told me in different ways, they told me music genres and a career is like this. You have, just like a plane, you're gonna take off, and that's when it's gonna ask you a lot of energy. And then it's called taking off. And then you're gonna have the cruise. That just makes a lot of noise. And then you're gonna have the cruise altitude when you reach your level, and people say you plateau. And you're gonna go like this for a number of years. Nobody knows how much. And then at a point, you're gonna start landing because you arrive at your destination. And a lot of artists mistake that part with a career. Your career is from taking off to landing. That's a career. Some people, they take off and they burst in flame at takeoff. We call them one-hit wonder. You hear, bam, you have your hit, and then your head explodes. You start doing all the things that you're not supposed to do, and maybe you think that the team that took you here is you're better than them now, so you get a new team, and that new team is, the chemistry makes that you are never able again to do something like this. So after taking off, either you explode at takeoff, or you just go down straight, or you land. Maybe you do a few shows and then nothing. We see that all the time in the music industry. Some people believe, and a lot of people believe, that here the cruise altitude is the most important part of your career. And in a way, it kind of is, but what's important is not what you hear. What is important is what you're gonna do when you hear. Because when you hear, this is the time you have to think of when you're gonna land. So this is when you have all the doors open, all the opportunities, all the things. So when I say all the doors are open, it means that the doors to the clubs are open. Meaning that if you want to go to the club and party, meet girls, guys, whatever you fancy, it's open. You're going to arrive to the club. You're not going to queue. They're going to make you come from the VIP section. You're not going to cross the line. You're going to feel good about yourself. And then you're not going to pay for the thing. And maybe if it's a club that really want to make you feel good, they're going to offer you a bottle and a table for you and your friend. They're going to tell you, hey, how many people? Oh my God, it's Looney Johnson. How many people are with you? I got 10 people. Yeah. Everybody go inside of the club. And yeah, it feels good. It feels great. But this is a diversion. It's you going to the club is cool. But when you're in the club chilling, you are not working on when you're going to be 50. You're working on, you're not working. You're just enjoying life because you just had a song. You're not in the studio working on the next song. You're not doing stuff that will change your life in the future. What up, Joel? And the thing is this. Once you are successful, the doors are open, the hyenas are looking at you, and everybody's complimenting you. And all these can go to your head quickly because it feels great. In reality, this is the moment when the doors of the studios are open as well, and the doors of making the right featuring with the right people are open as well. You got some people, when they get successful, they start refusing to work with people who are not successful or people who are smaller than them. And what you create is resentment from people who maybe when you are 35, maybe they will be successful. And you will be like, hey, can you help me? Like, can we do a song together? And they will look at you like, nah. You always have to ask yourself, you never know who's going to be who, right? In the people that you meet. So what you have to do is actually give a hand to people today when they are nothing, so that when they are something, hopefully they remember. And maybe when you need a hit or when you need to actually stay relevant thanks to them, they will say, oh, of course, with pleasure. You're a legend. And or you helped me back in the days. But all these comes with a vision. It comes with the thing where you don't tell to yourself that you're the best and you're going to be the best forever. But soon as you have success, you don't need to tell this to yourself. Everybody's going to tell you. Everybody's going to tell you you're the best. You're going to be the best forever. Oh my God, you're so amazing. Da 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 da. And there's a lot of money that's coming in. Let me tell you a story. So back in 1999, my hit is Bounce Baby. So first album, first banger, Bounce Baby. And I hire my manager. We do a casting. We hire a band of dancers. So now we have 2 main dancers plus some backup dancers. So we do some shows and we are paid. So in these industries, usually you paid cash, right? So we do a couple of shows for maybe a year. A lot of paid cash, like 1,000 euros here, 1,000 euros there, We do a lot of shows. So you get a lot of money in cash. That's great. Cool. And one day my manager tells me, Kay, I think we should start. I mean, you're having a great business. You're making a lot of shows. We should start declaring the money you are earning, and we should start telling the clubs to stop paying us cash and to start paying us with a wire transfer, and we're gonna send them a facturation. Like, instead of paying you directly or be giving us cash money from the thing, they will send us a bank transfer. So we're not getting paid on the day. They will send us a bank transfer, and we will have a contract for every show, so that we can declare all your shows to the government. Of course, we're gonna have to pay taxes now on the shows, but for the government, you will be existent as an entity that is making money and paying your dues. And I was like, okay, how much is it gonna cost me? So she tells me, yeah, listen, every show you're supposed to get 1,000. If we do the declaration, we have to pay the added value tax, TVA in France, IVA in Portuguese. So instead of getting 1,000 for your shows, for now you're gonna get 800 for your shows, and we're gonna have to declare at the end of the year, boom, and you will pay taxes on all the shows you do. And I'm like, okay, let's do it. So we go to talk to the dancers, and we're like, hey guys, I don't remember how much they were getting per show. I think they were getting 150 per show, and for each one 150. So we tell them that we're changing our structure, and that we want to know if they want to be declared and paid And the same way. And they ask us what are the advantages, what are the inconvenience, but we explain to them everything. Cool. We go do a show. At the end of the show, the dancers are like, yeah, where's my money? And we tell them, oh, you have to give us your bank account numbers and you will receive your money tomorrow morning in your bank account. And one of the dancers is like, oh, yeah, but I mean, my bank account is at minus something. I cannot put money in there, whatever. I was like, well, and the other one is like, how much we're going to receive? And we're like, yeah, you're going to receive 130 or 125. And they're like, oh, no, that's not what we decide. We said it was 150, blah, 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 blah. And we're like, yeah, but because we're going to declare that money, we also have to remove the value-added tax from the payment. So both of them say, oh, no, we want to get paid cash. So my manager looks at me, asks me, what's my decision? I'm like, yeah, listen, if they want to be paid cash, pay them cash. Okay. So we take money from the money we have and we give them, we ask the club if they can remove their money from the cash that, clubs make a lot of cash from people paying the entrance. And we pay them 150 and 150 cash. Okay. They're happy, cool. At the end of the year, the fiscal year, so the beginning of the summer, I go to unemployment and I tell them, hey, this year I made 10,000 or 20,000, I don't remember, of shows that I declared. I did this amount of work and this amount of hours. So as I'm unemployed as an artist and now the season is over, it's the end of the summer, I want to apply for the help for artists. And the state tells me, oh yes, you perform for X amount of hours. We have a special in France I used to be there in France. It's called what's the name of it? Les intermittents du spectacle. So they pay actors, people who work in movies, etc., etc. And since you declared 25,000 euros of shows this year, and now you're not going to work until the beginning of the year, meaning you're not going to work for September, October, November, December, until your shows begin again and you start declaring. So you tell them, hey, I'm not going to work for 6 months. Actually, you're still doing shows cash now. But you tell them, and what they do, they give you 70% of the money that you were supposed to do. And it's part of something that the government made in France to help artists. So at the end of the summer, I receive 20,000 from the government. Why? Because I declared my shows. And so these guys, let's say they said, hey, I made 5,000 from doing shows with Kaysha this year, this fiscal year. The government will tell them, oh, amazing. Here is 4,000 for you. Oh, amazing. And then you can go continue doing your shows, but this time cash. And then you go back to declaring. So those guys, when I tell them, wow, it's amazing, I just received a check from the government of 20,000. They look at me like, wow, how? I said, oh, I'm this, and they're like, oh, we want it too. They call my manager tell them, guys, like, for the government, you don't exist. And they were like, what you mean? I was like, yeah, you don't exist. You don't exist because you never declared your shows. So you cannot tell them that you made X amount of money in cash, because that is supposed to be money that you didn't pay your taxes on. So the government will not help you. And they got pissed, but there was nothing we could do. And what they didn't understand as well is that by not declaring all the shows they did, this doesn't count in your retirement as a professional. Because for the government, you not exist. Because you don't pay your taxes on the shows you make cash, the government doesn't count this as money for your retirement when you are 65. So it means that you're going to make money for whatever amount of years you're going to make money. But one day, when it's going to be time to retire, normally they're going to look at all the money you paid to the retirement of your country, right? And they will say, hey, every month you paid this amount of retirement, so we calculate that every month now, for the rest of your life, now that you are retired, we're gonna give you 1,200, 1,500, and this might save your life when you're 65 and you can't work. But a lot of artists, nobody tell them that. Everybody's telling them, hey, look at this money you're making, it's amazing. But all that money you're making it now, and you're gonna burn it today. You're gonna burn it in clubs, drinks, women, restaurants, partying, going on a holiday, the kids, etc., and you're gonna wake up at the end of every year saying, oh, I made 50,000 this year and I have zero. What happened? Because it's the fast life, fast money coming in, money that is not going through a bank account. So it's just there. So it's easier to burn in your hand. You spend it. And you can make €1 million in 10 years or 15 years. And after 15 years, you're like, I have 200 in my bank account. What happened? It's simple. The money just passed you. You pay this, you pay that. You start taking taxis instead of taking the metro. You start going to this type of restaurant because now you can. And when you went there, you start eating this. You start eating Wagyu beef because some people telling you that some motherfucker massaged the beef before they killed him. And oh my God, when you can eat some normal 15-year-old meat and it tastes the same, but you just start thinking that you fancy. So you start going to a certain type of places. You used to not care sleeping two people in the same the same bed in a hotel, and now you need 2 suites. So instead of paying, when you go on holiday, instead of paying €80 per day of your hotel, you pay 300 or 400 or 500 or 1,000 or 2,000 because you have money. And everybody is telling you that this money, the flow of money, is going to be infinite. So if the flow of money is going to be infinite, let me spend it. So yeah, you do a show tonight, you take 1,000. You spend 1,000 tomorrow morning in the club, and then or you spend 500 in the club. Then the next day you take a girl to the movies, cost you 100. Take her to dinner, cost you another 150. Then buy yourself something that you don't need somewhere, and some shoes that cost a lot of money so you can impress people that don't like you. And you spend 1,000 and you don't care because you have a show tonight. So Saturday night, you just spend 1,000, you go perform, you get another 1,000. So you can spend it because next week there's shows. And you know, one day I was supposed to do a show in Africa, in Gabon. And it was in a stadium. I think it was paid 10,000. Listen, don't remember the prices, but Probably paid at 10,000 or something like that. Probably in 2001 or something like that. So my manager tells me, hey, you having a show. The payment is good. There's 2 shows. It's gonna be 10,000 for the 2 shows. It's gonna be in this stadium, and then there's gonna be a show for the VIP people. Blah 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 blah. Oh, I'm like, wow, amazing. So I think in my bank account I had something like 3,000, and I go to the Fnac. I like to go to the Fnac, watch TVs, and listen. There was this nice TV. So at that time, I didn't have a flat screen TV. A flat screen TV cost 5,000 at the time. There was this 45-inch flat TV. At that time, it was the best TV ever. I'm like, whoa, I want it. 5,000. I only have 3,000. Take my credit card. I pay for the TV. Plus some DVD and a new DVD player and some sound equipment. 5,000. I have 3,000 in my bank account, but it's okay because I pay with my credit card, and I have to pay in 5 days or a week, and by the time I'm back from Gabon, I will have 10,000 in my bank account. So I spend 5,000. I go to Africa. In 3 days, I come back. I will have 10,000. So total in my calculation, I'm gonna have 5,000 when all the numbers meshes with themselves. So it's all good. So I go, I pay my stuff. I'm happy. I'm here, checking my TV. All good. The next day, take a shower, wake up at 6 a.m. I have a plane at 10 a.m. to go to Libreville. So I'm getting ready. But I'm calling my taxi. I'm in the taxi on my way to the airport. And my manager calls me. Did you see the news? I'm like, no, what's going on? Something happened in Gabon. There's some political unrest, whatever. Everything is canceled. The show was actually done by the presidency. They were the people paying us. We didn't have, it's somebody that I used to trust. If I meet somebody that I trust, it's somebody that we worked before. So I didn't ask for 50% security. They were supposed to pay everything soon as we land. And there, they have a lot of oil. So you arrive, they just give you a suitcase with a bunch of money inside. And I'm like, what? I'm on my way to the airport. And she's like, I'm in the airport too. I was like, what you mean? So the show is what? He said, no, the show is canceled. Forget it. I'm like, what you mean forget it? He's like, yeah, there's no more show. And I'm like, I just bought a TV. Listen, I arrive in my house. So I asked a taxi to turn back. So cost me 100 euros because the airport is far in Paris. I go back to my house, and now I'm like, oh shit, what am I gonna do? Because now I have this brand new TV and all this equipment, and I bought all seasons of Prison Break, DVD, whatever, all that stuff. And I only have 3,000 in my bank account. And by 2 days from now, I'm gonna be at minus 2,000 in my bank account. And boom, by Monday, my bank account was saying minus 2,000. And it stressed me out because I had to call the bank and tell them, don't worry, I will have the money I'm doing 2 shows this weekend. And at the weekend, I had 2 shows in the weekend. I had one show in London and another show somewhere. So now my bank account the next week, my bank account was at plus 200 after those 2 shows, because I had to pay the minus 2,000 I had. So with my 200, that was a week, 2 weeks with no restaurants, no going out, not doing nothing, not taking taxi. I stayed at home for 2 weeks. I just left to make money, and my manager was not paying me because she had the instruction to not even give me the money in my hand and directly put it in the bank account. So she was like, yep, you're performing for the queen. Performing, I'm singing, and to me it was like I was singing for free because the money was just like, it was not even going to my bank account. It was going to my bank account and then going to the bank because I was at minus 200. And listen, I learned a valuable lesson that day. Don't spend the money that is not yours yet. Even if you're sure that you're about to make 10,000, as long as it's not there in your bank account, don't spend it. But how many artists learn these lessons? How many artists understand that, hey, listen, take a little bit of money, invest it. Take a little bit of money, do this, take a little bit, like, no, because everybody is telling you in this business that tomorrow is going to be better than today. And in reality, it's not. There's going to be a point when your fans are going to get old. It's just life. There's going to be a moment when they're going to have something else to do than come to your shows every time you perform. That girl that comes to your show, every show you do, that guy that comes to your show, every show you do, and you see them in the front, they're going to be there for show number 1, number 2, number 3, after show number 10, they've been there 10 times. Maybe they're like, I'm passing today. I have something else to do. I have a girl to see. Or I just had a baby. I have to stay home. You see what I mean? And then if 10 years or 20 years pass, when you are 40, that fan is going to be 42. Maybe that baby they had when they were 20 is 20 now. They have to pay for university. They have to do this. They have to, maybe they have a job. They have to go to job. They cannot come to the club to see you perform because they're working tomorrow. Because life happens to everybody. And by the time you're 40, the people in the club are 20, 16 to 20. They're not listening to old music, right? They are listening to the people of their age, and it's normal. And a lot of artists, they get frustrated by this. They don't get frustrated because they believe that music belongs to them and they should be successful forever. They're frustrated because everybody told them that they're gonna be the best forever and it's never gonna stop. Oh my God. But it does at a point. And you have to start asking yourself, oh, what's next in life? Am I retiring? If I do music all my life and I retire, how much is the government gonna pay me for my retirement? And if you spent your whole life making cash money, being paid black money, the government doesn't know you exist. You see what I mean? So I had the same thing happen to me during the pandemic. I was so soon as I arrived in Portugal, I made sure that all my business was right. So I registered myself as a taxpayer in Portugal. So I changed my fiscal residency to pay taxes here. Actually, I do pay taxes here, a lot of them. And I also registered myself as a self-entrepreneur. That is an owner of music and that goes studio, performing, etc. So I could remove all the expenses that I do from my taxes here in Portugal. Took an accountant, did all that, of course. But I also left all the different organisms in France and found the same organisms in Portugal. For example, we have something called Adami in France that takes care of, let's say you are a pianist and you play in songs. you have rights as a performer in a song. So you have to declare all the works where you play piano, and you have to have proof of that is which from session stuff or your name being in the credits of a song, something. So when you do this, you receive money from these organisms. So I start asking, hey, what is the equivalent of Adami here in Portugal? Somebody told me it's the GDA. Okay, I was like, okay, perfect. I went to GDA and I asked them to transfer all my works from France to Portugal. And now I'm a full member of GDA, SPA, which is the same as SACEM in France, and all these organisms, right? So every time I put keyboards, production in a song, GDA pays me a little bit of money from the money they make from sales, etc., etc. But then the pandemic arrived, and a lot of people, no shows, nothing, no money for artists. All of a sudden, people realize, oh my God, I don't have shows. What am I going to do? And GDA sent me I don't remember if it was every 3 months or I don't remember when, but it would send me a credit card as part of Portuguese government helping artists. I receive a credit card with 300 or 400 euros inside to do groceries. And yeah, I gave that to my wife and I said, hey, use this to do the groceries. And then I was talking to an artist who was struggling, and I was telling him, wow, that's amazing. I received a card from GDA with money inside to do my grocery as help for artists. I also had the SPA ask me, hey, we're supposed to give you 12,000 this year for your author rights. If you want, we can send you 6,000. So I was explaining this to an artist, and he was telling me, I don't have 0 shows. I don't have money. I don't even know how I'm going to eat. How come they give you all these things? And I was like, because I'm registered and I'm paying my taxes, and I'm taking care of all the rights, my author rights, my composition rights, my performer rights. I'm at SPA, GDA, Sound Exchange, etc., etc. I'm receiving money from a lot of places. And during the pandemic, financially, I was fine. It was just, as everybody, I was stressed and I got sick. But in terms of money, I was fine. And every artist that called me were calling me to cry. And I was like, yeah, but don't you receive money from this? Don't you receive money from that? And they were like, no, I'm not part of these. I'm not even part of these. I was like, what's wrong with you guys? Because people don't think about the future. People only think about today. All the success they're having today, and they never understand that life is a game of chess. You have to play your moves early, and some of those moves will only result in 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. People ask me how I live the way I live today when I don't do shows. And they're like, oh, your friends that are your age, they do a lot of shows, etc. I was like, guys, listen, when I was in 2003, in 2003, when I did On Dit Quoi, which is one of my biggest songs, I was also executive producing Sumia's album, Eligio's album, ABG's album, Looney Johnson, who was here, album. And then I did Taina, Shana, Mika Mendes first album. I did a lot of my own albums. All these albums belong to me, and they all generate money. for the last 25 years. So the difference here is that because I'm a content owner, I make money, I make passive income from all the work I did for the last 25 years. And it's not something that you do in 2 years or in 6 months. You have to start really, really early. And a lot of people, they didn't do all that. So today, they either have to get a job, and some of them have no qualification because all these times they were not trying to learn new things because everybody was telling them you were a superstar. And they were thinking, hey, I'll be a superstar forever. A lie. And so they didn't put money on the side because money was like coming out of the corn of abundance all the time. And one day, it's dry. And now you have to find a job that goes with your qualifications. And if you don't have, then you don't want to do certain jobs because you're scared of people recognizing you, and you're ashamed of just working for your family, and you end up trying to find something that, and you are pissed because you realize that you didn't save for the future. And that's where, I see a lot of artists that are older than me and got zero revenue from music. They don't get royalties. They don't own music. They don't have a studio. They didn't learn new skills. They didn't write songs. I remember telling a girl one day, hey, listen, I think I was 35 and she was 30 at that time. I'm not sure. But we already did like 2-3 albums. Everything was great. And we were having a conversation, me, her, and another artist. And I was telling her, hey, listen, you are a great writer. You write great songs. And listen, I'm 35, you're 30. So that's probably 15 years ago, or 13 years ago. I'm telling her, hey, I'm going to make a lot of beats. I'm going to do a bunch of beats. Like, I'm going to send you a full folder with 50 beats. You find the one that find the ones that inspire you the most, and write songs on them. We're going to record some nice demos. And you see all these girls. So at that time, the new girls were like Kim, Fanny G, all these new girls in Zouk. And then there was also some girls in Portugal that were starting, like Assign Van der May. And I was also seeing a lot of other girls. Like at that time, there was Neuza, all these girls. And I was like, listen, write me some songs in English and write me some songs in French. And once I have like a package of 50 songs, I'm gonna go and shop them to all the producers, people who are having artists. So after that, we're gonna make money from our music, but we're also gonna make money from all these girls who will replace you and all these guys who will replace me one day. And she looked at me and she was like, are you crazy? What the hell? What are you talking about? Are you telling me that you want me to help the competition? And she was, no way I'm doing this. And today, she has been replaced by all these girls who, now these girls are in their 30s, so they're being replaced by the new girls that are 20. But at a point when all those girls were doing hits and becoming the new superstars, and she was becoming a legend, and what was happening is that I just gave those girls a bunch of beats with no lyrics. So I made money from the competition. And it's not even the competition because we are not from the same generation. I made money from who was coming in the back. And as the best one were the group Les DS, I was sitting in my sofa, chilling, and I made 200,000 euros because I wrote and composed 80% of the album. When I could see them as competition, I said, nah, I'm not gonna help you. I was like, no, let's go. Beats here, beats there. I could say, oh, I'm not gonna make beats for my competition, Nelson Freitas. I made Deeper and Rebound Chick, two of the best kizombas of all times, for Nelson Freitas. And until today, I still make money from those two songs every month. If I was like that girl, I would have said, I'm not gonna help competition. And I would not make any money today. So listen, every time Nelson go on stage and does a show and sing those songs, I make money from SPA. Every time this song play on Spotify, Apple Music, etc., 50% of the money that is generated comes to me. Every time he's gonna go on TV or do a show and play even a little bit of those songs, ching ching ching. And that girl could have been receiving half of that ching ching ching. But for her, it was like, I'm not gonna help competition. And I was like, listen, this is business. In business, you have to play the chess. You have to play the right moves. You have to understand the power of, I have a great, listen, you think that when I did Deeper, I didn't know it was a banger? I knew it was the best song ever. I knew it. But you know what? I was like, I just finished making the beat. I was like, yo, that song is hot, yo. That song is crazy. And then I remember I sent it to Nichols. Actually, I made it for Nichols. So the name of the instrumental is NYC 211. For Nichols 211. That's just name that I put. I sent to Nichols. Nichols tells me, come on, like, this is too minimalist. I don't like this. Stop sending me those beats. Send me the real hits. I was like, bro, that's a banger. And he's like, nah. I was like, okay. Then it comes back to me. I ask myself, okay, should I write something? But I was between two albums. So I had this hit now, and my album was coming in another year. I sent an email to Nelson Freitas. The email was saying, do I still have this email? Let me check. Let me see if I still have this email. Nelson Freitas. Let me see. Nelson. There you go. Oh no, it's not the one. Oh, it's not that one. I think it's this one. I'm not sure. Look at the email. 2012. No, that's early. That was in 2006. Anyway, when I have a hit for Nelson, that's what I send him. You see here, subject, bomb. That's all I said. I sent Nelson Freitas an email saying bomb. And he replied to me, I'm going to the studio. He didn't listen to it. He just told me I'm going to the studio. And I was like, you like it? He said, I don't know yet. He went to the studio, he put play, he record, he sent me the song, he said, can you put a rap? I said, yeah. And that's how we did Deeper. 2-3 years after, I sent him another email and I said, bomb. And it was Rebound Chick. And same thing, when I finished the beat, I was like, oh, this is a hit. But I was like, you know what? Let me send it to Nelson. I sent it to Nelson. Nelson turned it into one of the biggest songs ever, Rebound Chick. I could have kept it for me, but I understand the power of sacrifice. Sometimes you're going to have to give it to somebody else so that they can turn it into what you're not going to turn them into, because you know you have. When I did Rebound Chick for Nelson, I think it's the same year, I'm not sure. I already had something going on, recorded. I had something going on. I had Question My Heart. I had Love de Toi. I had Bien Plus Fort. No, I had Love de Toi. I had all these songs recorded. And I was like, I'm all my hits are here. I have all the songs I need. So these ones, if I put them in my album, maybe they will not blow up because they're going to be in competition with the songs I already have. Should I keep them for 2 years and put it in my next album? Now let me send it to my boy. And I didn't tell him, hey, he's a bum. Send me 3,000 euros. I was like, nah, he's a bum. This is yours. Go and kill it. And I never asked Nelson for money, ever. But you know what? When I take my phone and I tell Nelson, hey, bro, can you sing on this song, please? Nelson doesn't ask questions. He said, all right. And he sings on the song. And that's because a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people, they believe that the sacrifice was before, when you were doing shows, nobody knew you. Now you signed, you don't need to sacrifice again. Listen, a lot of times I knew I was getting screwed in the percentages, on the numbers, but I needed that person to buy me a screen, a monitor for my computer, a brand new computer that cost 10,000, a new microphone that cost 5,000. I needed that person to spend 20,000 for me. I knew he was making 80,000 and my share was 40,000. But I was like, hey, get me this, and this. And those are the machines that I use to build my independence. Listen, when I made my first album, I made $1 million to the label. 100,000 CDs sold at 10 euro benefit from CD. That's $1 million. From that money, I only got 6%. So that was 60,000. It's a sacrifice. When you see all this money, it's not yours, but they were paying for everything. But I was learning how it works. And I was like, one day I'll make my $1 million myself. But you have to be willing to take the time to build, to learn all these things, so that one day you are doing passive income. The way I live today is this: like every day I have some money coming from somewhere because of all these work that I've been doing for all this time. And sadly, I still see artists today that have people telling them the things that people were telling us 30 years ago. Why? Because that's how the game works. It's an emotional game. You think it's an emotional game. People know how to play with your emotions. People know how to make you feel cocky, confident. People are telling you that the world is yours. When in reality, it's a business and you have to make business moves. And you have to make business moves for today, for tomorrow, for in a month, and especially for in 40 years. a lot of people will end their careers with nothing. They own nothing, so they don't make money from nothing. And so when it's time to pass on their assets to their children, they will have nothing. And their children will have to go to work and go through their sacrifices so they can be somebody. And listen, it's amazing to think that when it's time to pass your something to your family, you know that, hey, listen, you have a big catalog and you did this and this and this and this and enough work that maybe they start their life, their adult life with, I don't know, if you have 2 children, let's say they both have $2,000 every month that comes from all the work you did. They have it easier in life. But because a lot of us are selfish and we think that, we're just working for us, we don't think of our future children. Because listen, you're 18, you're 19, you're 20, you don't think that you're gonna have children one day. Or maybe you have them already, but most of the time you don't have children yet, so you just grinding, trying to make it. And then once you think you made it, you don't realize that now you just started. And once it's time to land, you realize that you did all those hits, but you did nothing. You did nothing. You were just believing all the lies, just being there and thinking that you were all that. And you never realized that, one day there's going to be somebody else. One day there's going to be streaming. One day there's going to be TikTok. Listen, we here today talking on YouTube. We don't know what's going to be in 10 years. Where is going to be the place when people talk? How fast is the internet going to be? What kind of, are we still going to be using sleeves of glass with a screen that we touch? Or is it going to be directly in maybe glasses like this with things, information there? And we don't know how it's going to be in 10 years. I've seen Twitter start. I've seen Instagram start. I remember Snapchat. I see TikTok today. Listen, people are now starting to hate Instagram. People are starting to leave YouTube to go to Twitch, to go to Rumble. Like, things are changing. Whoever is the champion today gonna have a contender tomorrow. So never think you arrived. Personally, I never thought I arrived. And maybe my luck was my father was at my age way richer than me. So I never thought I arrived because I was making 1,000 every show, or 2 or 3 or 5. Because I never owned a house that was big as the house that I was raised in Africa. Yeah, other times, other type of money. But for me, my drive to arrive is still the same because, listen, I love my apartment. It's nice. It's great. I have 2 bedrooms, but I was raised in a house that had 10 bedrooms. So 2 bedrooms to me is like, let's go. But my dreams, is to have 4 bedrooms, 5 bedrooms. It's not a question of abusing because I don't have 6 children I don't have I grew up with my 6 siblings plus another 2. It's not the same thing. I have a small family. I live in Europe. It's different, but my ambition is intact compared to where I was 30 years ago. And whenever I was successful, I never said to myself, hey, look, I was just happy that my parents were proud of me and I was able to be self-sufficient. But I'm still working to arrive to the next level. And I would love to be able, for example, when my daughter is 18, to buy her a place, even if it's a studio, to be able to say, yeah, hey, you can live in one of my places, so good, and I give you a good education, so you don't go crazy because now you have your own place. See what I mean? And as parents, that's what we all wish. But today I'm able to put her in the best schools and put my son in the best schools as well, because of all these work that I did, all these years ago. So yeah, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. The lies that, if you're a young artist and you're seeing this today, don't believe all the lies. Think of the future. Ask yourself if everything you do today is going to last for how long compared to today. In the streaming industry, people forget things quick, etc. Like, are you making things that are going to be meaningful and evergreen and they're going to generate money? I personally see music today as, I love songs, right? I love my songs. I put my heart in them. But once I'm done recording, the business mind takes over and they are money generating assets. That's how I see them. And yeah, listen, love listening to my music. It's great, etc. I'm like, oh my God. Like, oh, sometimes I'm listening, ooh, beautiful. I remember exactly what I was feeling when I did that song, etc. All this, yes, but they are money generating assets. So you put them in places, they stream. Even if one song generates $5 every month, you're gonna say to yourself, that's not a lot of money. But if you have 100 songs like this generating $5, that's 500 now. You might pay off of a rent with that, or a rent depending on where you live. Now, if you have 100 songs generating 500, maybe you can make those songs generate a little more. If they all generate 10, that's 1,000. And by the time they generate 1,000, maybe you made another 50 songs that are generating also 10. Now you have 1,005. You can pay your rent, you can pay electricity, you can pay for food, and now you're starting to understand a business framework. And it doesn't have to be 150 songs. It can be 10 songs depending on the success you have. But as long as they belong to you, and as long as you don't work for today, you work for the future. You don't work to prove stuff to the haters or people that don't like you or don't like your video, but you work for the future. And you even work for after you or after your career. You see what I mean? I mean, personally, a lot of people, when you are taking off, a lot of people, they still believe they're here when maybe they already landed, or maybe they've been on cruise. Those are different things. Personally, in terms of musical career as a performer, somebody was doing a lot of shows. For me, I landed already. Personally, I still do a lot of songs. I still do a lot of stuff, but I'm reaping the benefit of all the work I did when I was there. And I'm now working not on music because I'm taking off in different other things. NFT, blockchain, investments, different stuff that are more exciting to me, and will generate way more than music, hopefully, so that I can, in 10, 20 years, be 68 and be like, yeah, look, tell my daughter, hey, don't worry. You want to go to the university where? In Nepal? Let's go. So yeah, don't listen to all the liars. So, if you enjoyed that conversation, put me some unicorns in the chat. And if you listen, this is about music, but it's about the whole life in reality. This can apply to anything, any business, anything. You can write an app, you can sell it, or work for somebody, or you can do your own app and sell it for 10 million. Or you can work for somebody and make 2,000 a month. There's different paths that can take you to different places, but you always have to think about the far, 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 far future. Thank you. Joel, what up? Kay, what's the biggest sacrifice you made for your music career? And looking back, was it worth it? My biggest sacrifice was not seeing my son grow. I didn't see him walk for the first time. I didn't see him a lot of things because I was separated with his mom and he was in Belgium. I was on tour all the time. So I would see him maybe every 2-3 weekends. And it was really heartbreaking every time I would leave because I knew it was never enough. So to me, that's the biggest sacrifice. I'm making amends today, not to him, but to my daughter. I made sure that, listen, I'm taking her to school or back to school or seeing every step of her evolution and being there and holding her hand through all this is, to me, my redemption for me. Not for my son, of course, but for me. I feel that I missed seeing all that. Listen, when I had my son, I was really like, it was when On Dit Quoi came out. So it was really like the explosion. And I had to go feed him. So I had to go get that money to feed him. But it's choices. And, I'm not a person of regrets. To me, the first time I had regrets, I was like, okay, I don't want to have regrets anymore. So I'm not somebody who think, oh, what if, or if I did this, or if I did this that way. That's not me. To me, it's like, listen, you made a choice. Let's go. And then you learn from your choices. And then, yeah, you cannot have everything. So you could have the career or have the family or have this or have that. But when you are on the grind, the way I was on the grind, I was in the studio 24/7. And when I was not in the studio, I was in the plane going somewhere. So, but today, this space for his education, this space for me and him going on holiday and enjoying life now that he's 19. And yeah, it's a choice. So, do I regret? No, I don't regret. I don't regret things. But did I make sure to not have kids until I arrive where I wanted? Yes, because it's heartbreaking. So today, yeah, with my daughter, I don't even want to do the same thing. When people, let's do a tour for a month. I'm like, a month away from home? Hell no. That's me today. Because I worked hard that I can sit here and make money while I sleep. So I can take life slower and let the kids burn their energy, and me, do my little gym, have a different and maybe a slower pace of life, and seeing my kid grow. It's very important for me, and yeah, for the kid as well. So I believe that's the biggest sacrifice. Good advice for the new generations of musicians. Thanks a lot. Usually the artists think that your visibility is going to stay forever. They don't think like an athlete. Even if your voice is still good, the visibility may not be. And that's the game of the industry. Exactly, just like an athlete. That's a very good example. when you're an athlete, I think the difference as an athlete is that you kind of know that at a point is going to be, not every artist is going to be like Cristiano Ronaldo who's still looking at as his prime. This guy is a machine, but most of them from 18 to 30, I guess 32, this is really like those 12 years that you're gonna make all your money, you're gonna make all the things, and then after that it's gonna be the next part of your life. But as you can see in football, there's a lot of artists, a lot of football players that is the same as artists. They make too much money too young, they don't make the right investments, or they get crooked, or they get 10 girls, they spend all their money doing a lot of things for a lot of people. They don't invest, and then at the end of their career they made like 5 million, 10 million, but they still have nothing at the end because they were not smart thinking of the future. But when you're an artist, it's even more. There's like a prazo, how you say, there's like a time limit on the amount of effort you're going to be able to do because when you are in your 20s, your body's in your prime. When you are 35, listen, the bones can handle anymore, your body cannot handle anymore, especially when you have to play with the people who are 20. So the football players who are good today are those who invested their money right early, had good advisors, and buy apartments, hotels, invest in stock. Maybe you had like $1 million in the bank, and when one Bitcoin was worth $1, you bought 10,000 Bitcoins, and you wake up one day with 600 million. It's that's why I say this can apply to a lot of people. But yeah, that's a good example. Athletes. I'm telling you, yes, I did. I saw her post and I was like, happy Independence Day. Oh, listen, the Gabon story was crazy. Oh, bro, listen, it doesn't mean nothing to be a superstar, because if you spend the money as it comes, some artists that I'm talking about, American artists, right, that make 50,000 per show, they will make 50,000 and they will buy a chain for 25,000 and a watch for 25,000. So now they have zero. So now they go into the next show, and if the next show is canceled, so they ask in advance to the record company. The record company says, how much you need? I need 100K. Oh, here's 100K. Now, the next show you do, you're supposed to be paid 50. The record company comes and says, thank you for our 50. So they take the money straight because you have a 360 deal, right? So they take the 50,000 for the next show. They give you 100K, but now you spend 100K maybe buying a bag for those girls that you just met on OnlyFans, whatever. So now you already spend your 100K. You go perform and you don't make no money. Oh shit, yeah, you're still at minus 50. Oh, what does that mean? Oh, it means the next show is for us too. So you're not gonna do another show at 50, and boom, now you're at zero. And now you complaining and etc. And maybe, you see what I mean? And then maybe you're like, oh, don't worry, you have 3 shows lined up, it's all good. You got to be at 100 and plus 150 because you're gonna make 50,000 from the next 3 shows, right? And you're like, okay, cool, I just have to stay a week at home. So normally you're good, you bought yourself a house or whatever, but you still have to pay your house. Maybe you have a mortgage, who knows, I don't know. And then pandemic arrives, quarantine, no more shows, all festivals canceled, nothing else for the next 2 years, and you have zero. And you used to make 50K per shows. So you ask your record company for help, and they say, we can help you because it's hard for everybody. Good luck. It means nothing. Money comes in and comes out. And depending on when it comes in, how you spend, it might come out faster than when it comes in. I know at least 3 big football players. If I tell you their names, I'll tell you privately, but they used to make millions every year, and today they're in Africa with 0. Why? Yeah, same shit. Financial discipline. Telling you. In that album, Magic of Nelson Freitas, you did Deeper, Magia, My Baby Back, Rebound Chick. Well, you just mentioned 2 of them. Listen, if I mentioned you, everything I did, we did a whole show to talk about everything I did. I have a playlist on Spotify called Produced by Kaysha. Where it is? Where is that playlist? It's called Produced by Kaysha. Let me see. Produced or written by Kaysha. All right, look at this. All right. So 366 songs. I don't have everything, right? But look. Por Mim by Rita Guerra and João Paulo Rodrigues. That's a hit right now. How many streams? Ooh, already 1.2 million stream. My Everything, Soti Sol and India Ari, produced by me. Já Fui by Anselmo Ralph, co-written by me. Vena Vai by Blaya, me. Make Me Wanna Stay, that's me, that's my song. Supernova, that's rocking right now. One Life by Lai Sanchez, produced by me. Esha Paka by Juan Magan and Pitbull, Rich the Kid and RJ Word, co-written by me. Okay, Rebound Chick, Deeper, Dilemma by Blaya, I wrote some stuff in there. Sabj by Blaya, I wrote. The Hits by Two Ways, produced by me. El Attend by Passy, I had a gold record for that one. Bisso na Bisso, 2 tracks in there. Buraka Son Sistema, Comba, written by me. Parede by Buraka Son System, written by me. Van Damme, Buraka Son System, written and top lines by me. Then I have my own songs. Look, all these songs written. Eligio, all the albums. Sumia, Eligio, all the albums, all beats produced by me. Fanny G, Pas Sans Toi, produced by me. ABG produced all the tracks, wrote a lot of tracks, choruses. Sandra Nanor, Nelson Freitas, Magia, I Just Want My Baby Back. Vandame, How It Used to Be. Nelson Freitas, Life Is Good. Vandame. Ricky Boy, Eternament, written by me. Hello Girl, produced by me. Eternament, produced by me. Judge, I Won't Stop the Music. Boy Tudu, Close Your Eyes, all produced by me. Love Again, Si Quattro Pedro, Soti Sol, produced by me. Seo, Si Quattro Pedro, produced by me. Blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, listen. The list is too big. I have a lot of money generating assets. Trust me. I recognize all the song from Kaysha. It's about your brand. It's something characteristic of your old song. Yep. Exactly. Did Coolio die? Oh my God. What? Oh, dead at 69. Oh my God. Whew. Rest in peace, Coolio. 59. Oh my God. 4 p.m. medical emergency. Is today? Oh my God. Rest in peace, Coolio. He went to the bathroom at his friend's house and they didn't come after a while. They got calling him and they found him laying on the floor. Oh my God. Wow. Rest in peace, Coolio. Wow. See, life. Listen, I don't know if you had kids, but hey, thinking of his family. That's an amazing working relationship and friendship between you and Nelson Freitas. It is, and yeah, it became a real friendship as well. Kaysha, you have a good song for Judge that the public don't know yet, a huge instrumental. Listen, Looney, he still doesn't want me that. Listen, look, you have no idea. Looney has some beats in his computer there, and he don't want to use them, but he doesn't want to give them to you either. Keki Media, what up? Oh, Mountain of Inspiration, what up, my brother? Everybody, put your likes. Put your likes. Put your likes. Everybody, go follow Mountain of Inspiration on YouTube. Great, 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 great content. Yeah, thanks everyone. Thanks everyone. The man from the future, the Renaissance man. We here, my brother, we here. All right, listen. I hope that conversation was great for you. So hopefully Sunday we will celebrate 200,000 subscribers on the YouTube channel. Last time I checked, it was. I have to see about Coolio, because oh my God. But rest in peace, Coolio. So last time I checked, I have a new subscriber. So I have 199,836 subscribers. So if I do 2006, I did 2,600 subscribers this year, this month. So it means that every day I make around 200 subscribers. So yeah, by tomorrow or the next day I will reach 200,000 subscribers in this channel, which is crazy. And now you remember I was telling you that I was making 1 million views. I now make 1.5 million views on this YouTube channel, which is crazy. This is also due to the fact that the track Something Going On has been exploding in the market, but still, you know, it's beautiful to see that. So where do I see my? So in this channel, I had this month 500,000 unique viewers. So 500,000 people came to this channel. That's crazy. So 2.6 thousand subscribers. So every day I make around, can I see? 100 subscribers every day. Almost, more or less 100 subscribers every day. So yeah, probably by, yeah, we will have 200,000 subscribers by Sunday, hopefully, if we make yeah, probably. But yeah, so we will damn, look at France. 30% of my people watch from France and I speak in English. Then Portugal, USA, Mozambique, La Réunion, etc. Wow. More female than women in the channel, and most people are around 25 to 34. Great breakdown. Now listen, I can't wait to see and to celebrate the amount of subscribers. And why are there's new people coming at the end of the show? Listen, you who just arrived, put a like. Help us with the algorithm. R.I.P. Coolio. Listen, Julie, you look great. But yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, Coolio died. Listen, c'est triste. Listen, so I'm gonna leave you now. I'm gonna leave you with this, and gonna dedicate this show to Coolio, and hopefully, I don't know what happened, but yeah, 59, that's young. This show is brought to you by Shada, the gods of good fortune. It is 2 a.m. and 47 minutes here in Portugal. Thanks to all the subscribers. And I'm going to leave you with a track from what can I make it? Oh, that song. I'm gonna leave you with a track from Angel City that you are listening to right now. So for those who don't know the tracks that are playing, they are the tracks from Angel City, which is one of my names. And the track I'm gonna play you is called Eleanor. It's called Eleanor, and it's a song I did actually for I did it for a TV show. Actually, I think I did it originally for Trace TV, and then I actually used it for something else. So this is Eleanor by Angel City, and I will see you Sunday for the next episode of Club Shada. Thanks for watching. Bless up, and hopefully that show was interesting for you, and I'll see you Sunday. Bless.